Hello Year 1s and Year 2s. I hope you're all well at home and doing lots of work. This week's video, which is attached to your home learning grid, is a Spag Splat game. So if you look at your home learning grid and look at the Spag Splat piece, you will find out what you need and what word classes you will be looking at in Year 2 and what you will be looking at in Year 1. And I'm going to show you in this video how I would play this game if I was playing at home. Okay, so the word classes we are going to look at are, and I've wrote them out on a piece of paper to start, adjectives, nouns and verbs. Now if you are a Year 2 and you're playing, we will also be looking at adverbs, and there is a challenge for you to look at conjunctions and to look at sentence starters. So we'll start with adjectives, and we need to think first, what is an adjective? So an adjective is a describing word, and it's used to describe a noun, something that you can touch, okay? So have a think in your head now of some adjectives that we might use to describe a noun, and then we are going to write down 3, but at home you can choose to do more than 3. So the first adjective that Miss Palmer has got is beautiful, and you might say, what a beautiful bike she has, and describe the bike as beautiful. Another adjective that Miss Palmer has is shiny. You might say, that was a shiny car that just went past. And the last adjective is colossal. If Miss Palmer was describing a monster, she might say that it was colossal. And if you can remember, that word means that it's really big if something's colossal. So they're my adjectives. Now I've done my adjectives, and you can write down 3. Please don't make them the same as mine. See if you can come up with your own 3 and then write them down, but you can have more than 3 if you like for the game. Now the next word class, if you can remember, was nouns. So a noun is the naming word for a person, a place or a thing. And we usually say that a noun is something that you can touch, okay? So thinking about nouns that are the name of things, I have got a mouse, the name of an animal. If there was a mouse, you'd be able to touch a mouse. Another noun I've got is a crumpet, because Miss Palmer's liking crumpets at the minute. So a noun is a crumpet, and another noun that you might have is a table. Okay, so we've got 3 nouns. So laid out on my floor at the minute, I've got my 3 adjectives and my 3 nouns. Can you remember the last word class that we had? It was a verb, okay? So to start with, we need to remember what a verb is. A verb is a doing or an action word, and is where we can do something. Now to all of my verbs, I've made them past tense. So you could try this at home, and when we're making them past tense, it means that we've already done them and we need to add ed suffix to the end. So the first one I've got is jumped, because a jumped, if you jump, it's a doing word, and I've made it past tense, so I'm saying Miss Palmer jumped across the playground by adding ed, and in that word the rule is that we just add the ed to the end. Now another one I've got is hopped, okay? And when we do hopped and add the suffix, you've got to double the consonant before you add the ed. And the last one I've got is danced, another verb where we've added ed. And if you can remember the rule for this one, we've got to drop the e, then add ed. So on my floor now, I've got my adjectives, my nouns, and I've also got my verbs. Now the next job we are going to do is get rid of the words that say verbs, nouns and adjectives, and then mix up all the words on your carpet at home. Okay, so you can see now on Miss Palmer's carpet, I have muddled up all of the words. So the word classes, the nouns, the adjectives and the verbs are all mixed up. Now for our Splat game, and we've played this at school before, you are going to need an adult to help you play, or a brother or sister that you have at home, okay? Now you could use your feet and you could jump on the words. You could use a fly swat, a ruler, you could just use your hand. It's completely up to you how active you want to make the game. I think I might go with jumping, okay? Now, when you're playing at home, you need somebody to call out a word class. So an adjective, a noun, or a verb. And when they call that, you've got to jump onto the word that we have replaced with the adjective. So if we said an adjective earlier was beautiful, then you need to jump onto that word, okay? So the first one that I might go for, and say if I was playing this with one of my friends, is a noun. And then I'm going to look on the carpet and, oh, table. And then I'm going to jump onto that one at home, okay? Then we're going to go back and we're going to say another one. This time we might say an adjective. And I'm going to jump onto colossal. If you remember, that means that it's big. And then I might say a verb. Oh, and I'm going to look carefully for a verb. Oh, danced. And I'm going to jump onto that one, okay? And it's seeing how fast at home you can remember those different word classes. So have a go at home making this game, writing down your different word classes and ideas of different adjectives, nouns, verbs. If you're year 2 adding adverbs, you'll have to find out what an adverb is. If you'd like a challenge adding in conjunctions, you could make the game once and then you could make it again with different words replacing the adjectives and the nouns. And I would like to see on Twitter or email how you get on playing this game. And have a lovely week at home, and I look forward to hearing from you all. Goodbye.